Hi. Yeah.
Professor, I am not understanding where the meaning is here. When and how is this expression used? I fell for it. No, that is what you say when your body is feeling unwell. The expression is, I fell for it. Are you a stump? I mean, are you stumped? That makes me surprised. Can I ask you about another word? The one that is written here.
It's anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Something on my face?
Your cheeks are on your face. I'm saying it.
Yes, I know about that. That is a joke of Fodlan, right? Is that really what you are thinking? Or maybe you have curiosity about the mark on my face.
Oh, you do have that little mark. The mark? The mark? I didn't notice. This giant pink black eye that you have permanently.
This is a mark from Bridget. It is a prayer to the forest spirits. A prayer to be protected. Hunters ask the forest spirits to have safe and bountiful hunting. There are many spirits in Bridget. I have more marks on my arms and back. They are prayers for my family's health and triumph. Are you wanting to see them?
Yeah.
That gives me happiness.
I gave her happiness.
I'll be showing them to you soon. I have much gratitude for you, Professor. You always listen with patience. I can read and understand the language of Fodlan, but to speak it, gives me difficulty. I hope I will keep having your support, and I will give you my support too, with my whole heart. I
Mit
have
meinem
things
vollen
that I
Herzen.
cannot fail to accomplish.
Let's do our best.
Yes, we will keep walking forward.
Now we're doing a B support here. Troubles with love?
Professor, oh, don't worry. It's nothing. ... Actually, could we talk for a bit? Somewhere a little more private? I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I find you a little difficult to be around.
I get that a lot.
I know. I'm your student and you're just trying to watch out for me. But the way you look at me sometimes, it's like you're seeing right through me.
It's the hat.
Don't worry. I know you don't mean anything bad by it. I'm just too self-conscious, I guess. The thing is, I don't have anything to call my own. No land, no birthright, no fortune. Little knowledge or battle skill. I think that's why I always clung to my popularity as a diva. Even after leaving the stage behind, I sort of kept up the act. When I look at you, it's like your eyes are accusing me. Telling me that you see right through it.
I do.
That's what I mean when I say it's difficult being around you. Hey, this might be nuts, but maybe you could show me some kind of weakness of yours?
Is this like a I'll show you yours if you show me... I'll show you mine if you show me yours kind of thing? Because I have no weaknesses. I have no weaknesses.
Oh, come on, Professor. Everyone has some kind of weakness. You know mine. If I know one of yours, maybe I'll feel less... I don't know... vulnerable.
Okay, I'm deathly afraid of Pokemon stuffed animals.
Excellent. Well then, don't mind me. I bet I know your weakness. It's not mental, is it? It's physical. You're ticklish. Here, I'll prove it. That's
Don't
right.
touch me.
The next time you gaze into my soul, I know just how I'll retaliate.
Are the little hearts? Were those little hearts coming off of her?
Professor, what's with you? Why aren't you reacting to anything I'm doing? Come on. I thought that was funny. I swear, it's like your heart isn't even beating.
Actually, my heart isn't beating. That's my weakness.
Don't be so silly. Huh? It really isn't beating? Is what I'd say if I were more gullible. You're just fooling around, Professor. I'm not sure how you did it, but that was a good one.
I had you there, Dorothea. Maybe I don't want you on the Golden Deer if you're like, you don't have a heart.
Yeah!
Whoa.
Huh? Professor?
What are you doing?
Please take my apologies. I lost time while I was training. There are not many chances for real fighting here. My body is more weak than it was. Weaker, I mean. I will keep training now. I hope your night is good.
You should get some rest.
I need to have more training.
With my
There are
hand.
things that I have not done yet. Things that have to be done. For the future. I have to try with hardness. Training,
I'll put that on my
studying,
resume.
socializing.
What would you say is your strongest
I will
skill?
not always
I
be
try with
having time
hardness.
to do those things. And speaking the language of Fodlan, I worry I will never be doing it just right. Why? Because the position of Bridget is weak. Fodlan and Dagda are big. Bridget is a small island in the middle of them.
Mm-hmm.
Bridget has great
I
beauty.
hydrated, okay? You all
Little
saw.
power. We will not have, will not survive unless we get more strength. I will lead Bridget, and so I have responsibility.
I keep thinking
I
she's
have to
talking
have
about
more
like a
strength
single
than
person
anyone.
named Bridget. Perhaps you're right.
Yes, that is why I have to give it my best try. I am an ally of everyone, and I have belonging at the Officers' Academy. That is also why I try with hardness. You can always be counting me. I mean, counting on me.
One,
But
Petra.
you should know that one of these days will be when I return
I
to
count to
Bridget.
you.
Before that day, do not try stopping me from trying. And please, keep watching over me. With you, I can try with more hardness than I could alone.
Okay. Raphael would like to... Okay, sure. Talk to me, buddy.
Great timing, Professor. I was just going to come find you.
Well, I found you instead. ... It's time for me to hydrate.
Busy? I have a question about formations.
Okay.
I don't understand them at all. Are the speed of battle and the terrain connected somehow? There's too much to memorize.
You don't have to remember everything.
I don't? Then what do I have to know?
I don't
I
know.
think I understand the basics. To start, you just... Ah, okay. I think I've got it.
Okay, I
Thanks
think
for the
we're
help,
good then,
Professor.
huh?
Brains
Everything's
and
good.
brawn. You've really got it all.
That's right, we got
With
the
your
brawn.
help, I should have no trouble becoming a proper knight. Huh?
I don't know if Raphael
Didn't I
has
tell
had
you?
the same shirt since he was 12,
My parents were
or he's had the
merchants of
same
Alliance.
shirt since last Tuesday.
That's why it's up to me to look after my little sis. I'm not great with bookkeeping, so I don't think I'd make a good merchant. I talked to Grandpa, and he suggested I become a knight. So I sold all our valuables and used the money to pay my way into the academy. My sis won't survive if I get kicked out, so I can't give up now. I might have tried being a mercenary if I didn't have my little sis to look after. I probably shouldn't say this, but being a
Good night,
mercenary
Chillswiz.
does sound like an easier life. Mercenaries have no responsibilities and no one else to worry about. But someone's got to take care of my little sis, so that's out of the question. Serving as a knight in a noble house is more secure, and you don't have to worry about dying unless there's a war. My sis has been through so much. I don't want her to have to worry about me. Hey, do you have any siblings, Professor?
No, or at least I don't really remember
Then you
having
probably
them.
think I'm missing out on my freedom, having to support her, huh?
No, it's okay.
But working hard for my sister isn't too bad. Call it a burden, call it a challenge. If it makes my sister happy, I'm happy too. You should ask your father to have some more kids.
That is not a conversation I'm comfortable
Anyway,
having with my father.
That's why I've got to become a proper knight.
All right, support level B. We got a bunch of Bs today. Yeah, we'll do the quest
Marianne,
battle.
please accept my apologies for my behavior yesterday.
Oh, wow, Claude, okay.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Asking you about your family like that was pretty insensitive of me. No matter how curious I am, that's no way to treat someone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You weren't being insensitive. I just didn't want to talk about it. I don't spend much time talking about myself.
Oh, is this the support?
People, anyway.
If not people, then with who? Unpeople? Non-people?
Well, yes. I'm much more comfortable talking to anyone who isn't a person.
I was actually joking, but now I'm mystified. Who is it you like to talk to?
Dorothea the horse.
Dorothea!
Ah, of course. Good old Dorothea. And does he understand what you tell him?
Look at Claude's expression in the face set there. It's just like,
He tells me when he's sleepy, or when his stomach hurts, or if his nose itches.
Sounds like a complainer, that Dorothea. But let's table this fascinating discussion for just a moment. Now that we've gotten in some small talk, I'd like to know what you're hiding.
Straight to the point.
You are hiding something, right? Your lineage, perhaps?
No.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If it's all just idle gossip, that's fine too. But if it's something silly like, my ancestors were cursed, therefore I'm cursed, you should know that I won't accept that nonsense.
There it is.
That sort of thinking is stupid, and that's all there is to it. Say your ancestors were thieves. Does that make you a thief, even if you've never stolen a thing? Of course not.
But people have burdens to bear from the moment they're born. My burdens are
I'm glad everybody liked that line.
I'm sorry. I can't discuss this anymore.
People certainly are born with burdens. She's right about that. But Marianne, don't you know that you can choose not to carry them?
I think... So I do a Hanuman impersonation at some point too, don't I? Or did that already pass? I can't remember. I do a couple. I remember. Fancy. They're not gonna stare at each other again with this, huh? Didn't this happen last time? Oh, come on.
What is it, Marianne?
You're staring at me like a creep.
I'm curious why you've been eating your meals near me as of late. I'm not much for conversation. I'm always at a loss for words, and I never know how to respond to questions.
Well, it's true that there are some who prefer a lively dinner table, but I prefer to eat in peace.
It's easier to
With
stalk
you,
someone that way.
My meals are a relaxing experience. In fact, you're the most peaceful dining companion I've ever had.
Really?
There is a real grace and fluidity to your every movement. I greatly appreciate refined table manners.
I'm not into it.
Observing you all this time, I believe I've realized what is so striking about you. Your beauty comes from the heart. It is an inner beauty. It is not some flamboyant pageantry, a product of external adornment or grooming.
Says the man with a
When I first
giant
noticed it,
carnation.
Yeah, I know.
I thought that it could use some refinement, a little polish. But I was mistaken. You are perfect in your natural
Aw,
state, just as you
That's
are.
the first nice thing he's ever
You think
said.
I'm beautiful? Just the way I am?
Certainly.
Don't tell me.
To add
you're
a
gonna
superficial luster on top of what you
Yeah.
already possess would be offensively redundant.
No one's ever said anything like that to me before.
Well, to be fair, you
Alas,
don't speak to me.
I am the only one with eyes.
That's true. You kind of have to.
But
there's,
perhaps
give
it
and
is for the
take to a
best that
degree.
your beauty not be revealed to all the world. Yes, it is certainly better than
Oh,
only
no,
I,
that's like classer
Lorenz
abusive
Hellman Gloucester,
behavior.
can
No one else can
appreciate
see your
true
beauty.
Oh, yeah,
magnificence.
only
And on
me.
that note, I
Keep
bid
it for
you
me.
farewell.
And on that note, you're mine.
Yeah.
See you later.
I want a girl who puts
But
her
being called
makeup on the
beautiful
shelf.
just the way I am.
Weezer, yeah?
That was nice to hear.
No?
I mean, I should.
It's alright.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was also taken by the conclusion of that. I was like, is she just
He
she's
wants
just,
her feet. Okay. We only got two. So
Is that what this
Someone was
one
like, he wants her feet. I
Okay.
totally get that.
Yeah,
I could totally
probably,
see like
probably.
a major creepy.
Marianne, stop, Marianne.
So this is Hilda and
It's me.
Raphael.
Raphael. They seem like they'd get along.
Oh, Raphael! I'll get the door.
Was she just standing in the middle of the room all this time?
Yeah, there's a lot of
What are
weird
you
setups
up
with
to?
supports.
Okay.
Oh, whoa! What an enormous crate! And look what's in it. Crystal vials, shiny rocks.
Step one.
And
open
I got
box.
this too.
Oh, what a splendid flower. And so fresh. Hey, wait a second. Is that for your sister?
Where's the crate?
Yeah, I finally got my hands on something cute, just like you suggested.
That's so nice. But wait a second.
Cut a hole in the
Is
box.
that flower from Fodlan's throat?
Of course. I had to run to make it
That's
back in
amazing.
time. It was a lot farther than I thought.
You ran all that way? And while we're on the topic, aren't these all Myron crystals?
It sounds like he's smuggling drugs, doesn't it? Like
He's got a whole
Like,
like
They
shipment.
must
Like,
Yeah.
be the work of a true
this coca?
artisan. It couldn't have been easy getting your hands on these.
bring this in here.
I figured I should follow your advice. You know more about what styles than I ever could.
Get it out of here.
Well done. I'm sure your sister will be pleased. All that's left is to make that necklace.
I don't know, it was all Myron crystals.
about
man.
Myron crystals.
And we'll take it to the Abbey
I don't
Rave.
know how to put it together. I've spent so long trying to figure it out that the flowers have started wilting. There are only a few nice ones left.
This is actually a very sweet thing.
It is a
We
sweet-
are poisoning
we're really
this with our
poisoning this.
commentary.
I could try telling you how to make it, but you can't afford to lose any more flowers. Oh, all right. Looks like
Oh my God,
Hilda
Raphael is
trusts
getting
you.
Hilda to do
I'll
work.
take it from here.
Did this not happen?
Seriously?
I mean, I can't
You're
imagine
really
it would
gonna help
happen,
me?
but
No, that's like a
Sure.
big thing. Hilda
I
does
make
no
myself
work.
things
right,
from
right,
time
right.
to
She's
time,
always like kind of
and this is
doing
Yeah.
nothing
definitely
around.
easier than
Yeah.
teaching you
Yeah.
how. But you owe me for this. I expect to be paid back.
Okay, sure, she's a
Don't you
businesswoman.
worry about that. I'll find something really nice to pay you back with.
It could have been easy finding all these trinkets. He must really love his sister. Still, older brothers can be so dense.
Oh man. Oh man.
All right, that's it for support. That's
He's great.
Sotis. What do you want?
I love Raphael.
Just one
Again,
small
can't
girl
say
He's
it
great. He's
enough.
best.
He's
He's
great.
caused
He's
all
best boy.
this. Thank you, Lorenz. You've done so much for me. You've been a tremendous help.
All right,
But
time
a
to
trifle.
beat some kids.
Surely there was no small amount of danger, but in the interest of experience, I was happy to endure.
You're so strong that I can't help but feel safe in your presence.
Dang, Hilda.
Yes, of course.
Laying it on
Although,
thick.
no matter how much brute strength we bring to bear, it is important that there be a leader on the field as well. Without someone possessed of my sound judgment and adaptability, we would surely be lost.
Surely, yes. My thoughts exactly. But,
What is it?
I'm going to keep providing support from the back. You wouldn't mind doing more fighting for me, would you?
Oh, well, physically I can, certainly, but if you mean on an everyday basis...
I knew you would. You have the generous soul of a true noble. I'll have to write back home and sing your praises.
Really? You mean to your father and brother?
Oh, yes. I have to write my big brother pretty often, as a matter of fact. He gets upset. if
Yeah,
I
my
don't.
big strong brother who's
And
gonna
yet
kick your
I
butt.
never have much to write about. I've been really straining for topics. That must strike you as a terrible nuisance, the idea of me blabbing about you in my letters.
Nuisance? Oh, hardly. Your brother is one of the foremost commanders of the Alliance. I can think of no higher accolade than to have my name passed on to his noble ear.
Ooh.
Then I'll tell him about all your thrilling exploits. Although if you can't help, that's okay too. I'll find something else to write about.
God, she's so manipulative.
Oh, fear not. I shall show you exploits of a nature more thrilling than you could ever dream.
Whoa, buddy.
Incidentally, when you write to him, please do not refer to me merely as Lorenz. Please use my full name, Lorenz Hellman Gloucester.
Because when you pour out the
This would be an
Hellmans,
excellent
you pour out the
opportunity to advance
best.
the status of the Gloucester name.
What a funny boy.
If you don't have any business here, go away. You're bothering me.
Oh, kick his butt. Punch him in the face.
Finally spotted me, did you?
Oh, you hiding out in the rafters?
What do you want?
They say you're the best. I wanted to see your training with my own eyes.
Spying on people. Is that a hobby of yours? I hope you got your fill.
Enough to see how to beat you, at least.
Ooh.
You think you can beat me?
That's right. See, I was trained
We
by...
know who you were
Jerks,
trained
yes.
by.
So you know.
Everybody knows.
I heard he was your teacher. Perhaps we should test you. See how much of your training sank in.
I'm ready if you are.
Okay, I'll give you a chance.
Sounds good. When?
Right
I'll
now.
let you know.
Oh,
In the meantime, practice.
later.
Oh,
Oops.
don't worry. I'll be ready.
This will be fun. You're certainly not going easy on me. You fight like a mercenary, not a knight. You hunger for victory.
I do hunger for victory.
You may not be aware of it yourself, but I see it.
One. Okay. You guys should...
Indeed. Knights ought to have some hunger. I've always thought so. They depend too much on their swords. Only when they're wrested away do knights consider their hands and feet as weapons. That's not how it was for warriors of old. They weren't limited by their tools. Victory is what matters, not the method of achieving it. That's the attitude to adopt. I detect that in your style. It is plain to see.
Okay.
You may take it however you like. I believe the difference between us lies within that hunger.
It's a hunger.
Where does it come from?
It comes from your belly, Felix. That's
From
where
the
hunger
start,
comes
I was
from.
aiming to win, yet I couldn't defeat you. Then I remembered something you said before.
You will never defeat me. About your aspirations?
Indeed. I was raised to value strength above all else, whereas you had a reason, an ambition, pushing you toward that hunger. So tell me, what was the reason? Why were you driven to become so strong?
To protect the people of Fodlan. That sounds nice.
Spoken like a knight. That's not what I would have expected. So that is the
He
sense of
hungers
your
for
hunger.
McDonald's all-day breakfast.
I suppose I must find my own.
Nothing can stand in your way. We can find it together. After you join my house.
If we're to get along, I think not.
All right, fine.
Perhaps it will come to me as I swing my sword.
Yay! Support level B for us.